just have one question about the increased playing very loose with historical truth in American movies. I don't know if you've noticed, but I mean, it's virtually irrelevant what actually happened. The distortions are so willful, and I think some commentators have pointed this out, some reviewers point this out, but in general the attitude seems to be, oh well, it's just a movie. Is this, in your view, a consequence of this essentially intellectually sloppy way of approaching history in general, or is it something else?
Well, it goes back long before the movements that I'm talking about were even thought of, even conceived. So it's obviously got longer legs than that. I mean, Hollywood operates on dramatic conventions, and one of the original points on which Thucydides based his approach to writing history was that he would eschew dramatic conventions. I mean, Aristotle said that when you, if you write a speech for a drama, you write it not as it was actually stated, but as it ought to have been stated. In fact, in the history of the Peloponnesian War, the events that Thucydides describes, he says, I described them exactly as they happened, but the speeches he in fact invented. And the most famous speech of all, Pericles' funeral oration, which was the basis of Lincoln's famous Gettysburg Address, was in fact written by Thucydides rather than by Pericles, in the way that he thought Pericles should have done it. Now, people who came after Thucydides said, well, Thucydides is breaking his own rules by adopting that dramatic convention. History should tell it like it is, rather than tell it the way it would be more dramatic to tell it. Now, Hollywood is a dramatic medium, and it goes by dramatic conventions. Although I must say, one of the best pieces of filmmaking, best piece of American filmmaking I've ever seen, is the faithful reproduction of Gettysburg, the film called Gettysburg, which is very long because but it recreates the battle scenes filmed on the battle and on the battlefield, and it attempts to be, apart from cutting and editing and shortening the whole thing, attempts to be to tell it like it is, in the way that if you were writing about it, you would tell it like it is. And it seems to me that Hollywood may well underestimate the market for veracity, for truthfulness. But you know, the inventions that Hollywood, I mean, it's often all you're getting from a historical movie is the name is the same as the event in the past, and everything else has been changed.